And I'm tired of pretending that it's valid criticism to be like, yeah, it was really good. It was probably my favorite show ever, but the soliloquies were a little long. Okay, go back to watching fucking the Face Off show on Netflix, where it's, I'm not trying to insult anybody. Listen. It's universally loved? Yes! It's not good. Boo this man! It's universally loved! It broke new ground. Oh man, this is not good. How about season 2 of Physical 100? I'd be down for that. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of a you-know-what for Korean reality TV shows. Like, I know that they're making the Squid Game real show, like the game show on Netflix, and I completely understand that it betrays the point of the original series that is about capitalism and exploitation. But that shit looks fun, and I'm gonna watch it. Oh, I should have taken a jellyfish first. Devil's Plan was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Devil's Plan I enjoyed mightily. And then Siren I enjoyed decently. Now, I've not seen the creator's earlier show, which is apparently called Genius or The Genius. The reason is, after Devil's Plan, we said, let's watch that. And then we Googled it to see what service it was on. And it was like, oh, it's not on any service at all. So I said, I stuck to my guns and said, fuck that. I'm not getting Paramount Plus. Fucking MBC, gotta get a Korean VPN, log in with my alien registration card to watch it or something like that. I said, no, thank you. We'll just watch Siren instead. As Jay-Z said, it's only entertainment. I gotta think for a second here. Rolling scares me. We need to maximize our chance at levels. Really? Okay, take some stats. Take a croissant. Croissant is the way to go. That's what everybody's saying these days. This is the same run as always. Why am I doing well this time? Find someone who looks like you, like NL looks at a strawberry. Find someone who looks at you like NL looks like a strawberry. No, find someone who looks at you the way NL looks at a strawberry. There we go. I'll +2 that. Man, camera, woman, plants. They said these results are remarkable. They've never seen anybody do the test like this before. They show you a picture of a clock. They say, what time is it? I told them it was 7:15. They said, wow. No one's ever done it like that before. I'm not getting a level 2 snail. I'll tell you that much. Tell you that much. This is a big move. I understand Weasel there is going to annoy some people, but I think it makes sense. Why is your cursor shaking so much? I got my hand off the mouse. He's going crazy, man. What the heck? I had to take my hand off the mouse to make sure I wasn't having a stroke or something. What? There's a damn ghost in here. Oh, just a piece of cat hair. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Is that so hard? Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Earthquake? It is crazy. Like, I live in... I don't know if Vancouver is technically part of what is known as the Ring of Fire, but it's definitely like... One day, the consensus geologist, or I guess seismologist wisdom, is that one day, big earthquake's gonna happen. Like an 8+ on the Richter scale, and it's gonna be catastrophic. I saw people, like professionals, say it was like a 20% chance to happen in the next 50 years or something like that. But when you live here, you're not like really worried about it at all on a daily basis. But every once in a while, you'll be like, at any point, the earth could open up and swallow me whole. And then you'll be really terrified for like 5 days, or 5 minutes, I should say. And then you'll be like, you'll get distracted by something else. You'll be like, I'm hungry. But one day, or maybe not. I don't really want to buy meat, man. Maybe I'll just do something. I'm counting on it to equalize the housing market. You know, like, how it would actually go, though, right? Like, I'm sorry for bringing that evil on you. You know, the earthquake would happen, and then, like, there would be less supply of houses as a result of so many breaking. And lots of demand because people would lose their houses. This shit would go through the roof. And even if it did have the opposite effect and you then got in a depressed housing market, imagine like another earthquake hit like 6 months later and ripped that shit up. You'd be like, oh, fuck. Son of a bitch. I didn't do you up in heaven. I know, a second earthquake. Who would have thought? I was waiting for the big one. It turns out nobody was thinking about the big two. Oh, baby, look at this. Probably want to freeze both of these Andes.
And you know what?
Yeah, let's go 4-squatted for no fucking reason. Good idea. You got no idea what it's like to be number one. Everything you do affects every facet of every other fucking thing. I was pissed at Chibli, by the way, because he took my "you ever fart and it sounds like the Minecraft villager" tweet, and he overcooked it. I don't say that, like, out of pleasure. By the way, are you here, Chibli? I saw you were up a little early this morning. He's on his alt, he tweeted, "You ever..." My original tweet was, "You ever fart and it sounds like the Minecraft villager?" Chibli on his alt tweeted, "You ever fart and it sounds/smells, open parentheses, interchangeable, close parentheses, like the Minecraft villager?" It's overcooked, you millennialed it. I pre-baked it to a Gen Z level, and then you hit it with like a little sprinkle of The Office for no reason. For no reason. He improved it? Your ass is literally 36 years old if you think he improved it. That's all I'm saying. I'm 39, actually. I knew it. Isn't your ass 34? Yes. You may notice 34 is a smaller number than 36. That's why I chose 36. To make sure I wasn't included in the bid. It's like when you're insulting someone on Xbox Live when you're like 15. You'd be like, "Yeah, I bet you're like 22 years old and you still live with your mom." I do know what Skibbity Toilet is, that's true. Dude, don't give me an aware on this one. Culturally, we flipped around on the living with your parents thing. I guess it's easy to say when you don't live with your parents. Well, maybe it's not like that. I'm just keeping it real with you on this one. I think that living with your parents is cool. And I'm going to say it, I mean it genuinely for a couple of reasons. One, if you're, well, no matter what your age is, I suppose, you're not paying rent probably unless your parents are rude to you. But anyway, you're saving money. That's good. That's important. Secondly, you get to spend more time with your family, which is great if you like them. When you live with your parents, or at least when I lived with my parents, I didn't appreciate living with my parents. They were nice people. Well, they still are. And we got along well, but I was like, oh, they want to know where I am. Oh, when I leave, they want to know where I'm going. It's crazy, right? Like, then after I moved out for a few years, I was like, this is awesome. And now I'm like, man, I wish my parents lived closer. Not only so I could like see them more frequently, they could see their granddaughter more frequently, but also, you know, we're family. You get one shot at this, right? One trip around the sun, maybe, unless you get reincarnated as like a, I don't know, like an ant or something, then you got a huge family. But I'm like, I kind of, in a way, I guess the grass is always greener. But I look at different cultures where like in a house, there's like 3 generations, sometimes even 4. And I'm like, as long as the house is big enough, like I'm like, wow, that would be kind of nice, honestly. I guess you get more than one trip around the sun. You guys don't live on Neptune, huh? I do? All right. No joke, mushrooms made me realize how important family is. Well, I've never taken them, and I figured it out as well. I'm not trying to say the mushrooms are like doing you a disservice. I'm just trying to say to chat, you don't necessarily need to do psychedelics. You could just text your mom and say like, I love you or something, but that's up to you. I'm not trying to say they shouldn't be illegal or whatever. Just trying to be kind of like a piece of shit and make people laugh. But again, that is easy to say when you're not living with your parents. Because I'm sure if you're living with your parents and you're like 30 years old, there are times where you're like, I'm 30, like, leave me alone. Not like leave me alone, like don't ever talk to me, but like, come on, mom, you don't need that. I'm 30 years old. You don't need to ask like, what time I'm going to be home tonight. I'm like too old to be drafted in a war. I can take care of myself after work. I'm sure that gets a little tedious. But, it's tedious either way. It's all, what's crazy? I don't know. Again, everybody's family situation is different. It's crazy for me to think how much, like, I took for granted having, like, literally every meal taken care of for you. And also, your ass wasn't even, like, grocery shopping. It's not just that you didn't cook. So your ass wasn't, forget even paying for this stuff. Some of my ass wasn't even at the store. Then I like open up the pantry and it's full of food and the freezer's got meat in it and there's like leftovers, stuff like that. I'm like 16. I'm like, Dad cooked me a Belgian waffle for breakfast again. So sick of Belgian waffles with real maple syrup. Can't wait to move out on my own so I can have a hard taco shell with cold shredded cheese inside of it instead. The fuck was I thinking, man? Anyway, I know not everybody has a good relationship with their parents, but I do. Not with your parents. Probably, I don't know, I might have an okay relationship with your parents. I don't know who they are. Maybe they're like my dentist. Someone said something in Chib's chat that blew my mind. They said, I reached an age, not me, but them. They said they reached an age where their dentist was older than they were. I can't believe we're still here. And I was like, I didn't even think about it, but like, I'm not there yet, but man, not that far off. Sorry, dentist was younger than they are. Yeah, I got it backwards. You're right. Squandered the bit. They said, I've reached an age where my dentist is younger than me. I don't know if I could handle having a younger dentist. It's just, I'm so coded to believe that like a dentist is always like a middle-aged or older man who's always like, hey, how you doing? I don't think I could handle like a 27-year-old dentist. That would freak me the fuck out. What's crazy is that they're probably like, maybe this is rude, they're probably like better dentists because they've gotten a more recent and rigorous education. Kind of seems like if you went to dental school in like 1972, you just sort of were like, yeah, I just decided I wanted to be a dentist. And they were like, here you go. I'm sure it felt hard to get in at the time, but like compared to getting into like a English literature degree at a state school in 2023, I got to imagine it's less difficult. It's just more competition now. So true. Zoomer dentist. I can't wait. On God, you need to floss, bro. Are you capping? No cap, bro. You need to floss for real. Flossing is key. He hits the gritty after I show him my x-ray. I don't know why I'm showing him my x-ray. Your teeth are on fleek. By the way, Netflix, I don't care how much money you spend on Old Dads. I'm not watching it. It's not going to happen. You could not build an AI algorithm to construct a movie that I'm more cynical about. I got nothing against Bill Burr or Bobby Cannavale or the guy from Fargo season 2 who's in it as well. You will not, it's not going to happen. The trailer that they show on Netflix every time I go to Netflix, where Bill Burr's son scratches his knee and he says, rub some dirt on it. And then a younger dad comes over and goes, hey, maybe you should put some polysporin on that. It might get infected. And then Bill Burr goes, yeah, well, we're not going to do that. I'm trying to raise my son not to be a pussy. So why don't you just go share the story on Twitter where you're the good guy? I was like, Bill Burr's not 100% my guy, but he's better than that. You're better than that, Bill. You could make a joke with the same spirit that isn't so on the nose, okay? Let me just IMDb Old Dads 6.2 out of 10. A Bill Burr movie having 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb is actually like, if you normalize that, there's like a 2.7. Taglines. Times have changed. They didn't get the facts. FAX. That's kind of clever. A refreshingly unapologetic and on-point observational comedy. I sat there thinking why I haven't seen anything like this in years. While reading some other reviews, I got my answer. Yell and cry loud enough and you get what you want. If what you want is boring paint-by-numbers, PC, appease everybody crap, I'm thankful to say this is not that. It does at some point push a little too far with Bobby's I used to be cool narrative. Hey, listen, wokeness is ruining media. That being said, there are some times where the movie probably shouldn't have gone in that direction. But anyway, my wife and I both sat there saying, wow, this is so true. We need more comedies with an apostrophe before the S that are not afraid to be funny. There is a reason all the comedies with another apostrophe you love and remember, we're not made in the last decade. Somebody hasn't seen Midsummer. Anyway. Poor guy doesn't even know the reason that none of your favorite comedies are made in the last 10 years is because the prioritization of Marvel-style tentpole releases, cinematic universes, remakes, sequels, combined with the rise of streaming has killed all mid-budget movies, of which comedies tended to be because they weren't high-grossing at the box office, okay? You motherfucker, you don't know anything about the economics of the film industry. I don't either, but I follow some people on Twitter that seem to know what they're talking about. Son of a bitch, 9 wins? Jesus Christ. I'm so happy we have 3 more hours of this. No, we're saved. We're saved in 30 minutes. We're playing Jackbox probably. Let me just see let's see. Corey says he wants to play Striking Vipers. Okay, Bevel Doy, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. dulls me for 30 minutes? I don't think I will. I like Bandle, though. Bandle's good. How about a flexible sock? And Tech923. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. Striking Viper is legitimately the worst episode of Black Mirror ever made. I don't think it's the worst, but it is kind of where I was like, it was like my Eternals moment. I was like, the series is cooked. I felt like the same way, you know, like how Hereditary ends. I won't spoil it, but people were like, some people were like, the movie had me. And then like at the end, it looked goofy as shit and it lost me 0 out of 10. I hate criticism like that, but that is what Striking Vipers did to me. Where I was like, I just can't get over these two dudes fucking in VR. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. It's just like it's too goofy for me that they were going to play Mortal Kombat together and then they ended up having like hardcore sex. It's just too goofy. I can't bring myself to like, it's just, I can't get over my disbelief, I guess. Two dudes fucking is goofy to you? The way that they do it in the show, yeah. They're literally playing Marvel versus Capcom, and then Magneto bends over like Gwen Stacy and is going to town. And then Wolverine comes in and pulls out his you-know-what, and he puts it in her mouth, and then Spider-Man swings in and is like, what's going on here? And then and then Cyclops is like, save some room for me, and they all, long story short, if you haven't seen the episode, you don't have to anymore. It's the ultimate showdown. I literally like unfroze a kiwi last time. They gave me 2 kiwis. They legitimately made me an offer I can't refuse. What kind of games you playing? I'm not playing Striking Vipers. It's Xbox exclusive, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, I'm happy again. Yippee! That's what the metaverse wishes it was. This, but unironically. What I thought the metaverse would be. Me relieving some tension by banging my boys in Mortal Kombat 12. What it actually is, you can watch Spider-Man on your iPad while doing the laundry, but you don't need the iPad. All you need to do is wear a fucking goofy-ass headset on your head the whole time that probably squeezes the shit out of your skull. Takes 15 9-volt batteries. I can't possibly use 9-volt batteries. Anyway. It doesn't make any sense. Chat, do I do the 4 Subway sandwich run? I'm going to advise against that. I'm going to say that that's not what you want to do. 1 Subway sandwich is probably too much. 3 is obviously insanity. 4 is just like, I don't want it to turn into a thing. It's the same thing on the Peloton. People in the Peloton sub-community will be like, I got my Peloton yesterday. I'm going to join you for your 2-hour ride tomorrow. And I'm like, you're going to fucking, at some point, somebody's going to die. They're going to have a heart attack, or they're going to like pass out, and they're going to be clipped in. They're going to fall to the side, and like both of their legs are going to break at the shin. It's going to be a disaster. Don't do that. I'm actively telling you, just start, do a 20-minute Hannah Corbin beginner ride. Just enjoy yourself. Work up to it, okay? People join in the rides. They're like, hey, I've done 90 minutes today. My chest hurts, but I don't want the leaderboard to pass me. I'm like, you got to relax, brother. You're just trying to get me in trouble. Also, you might be like damaging your own health, but I don't need that shit. I got enough going on in my life. We need a tier 3. You need to go. Sure. You need to join us. That's very nice. Turtle, also of the utmost importance. Sure. How about a jellyfish? All right. Uh-oh. I'm smart again. Holy. We're going off. Uh-oh, Stinky. Remember that? I mean, 4 feet of sandwich is too much. The whole reason that it started at 3 was because of the fact that there was the dude who ate 3 feet of party subs at the function, and that was the Am I the Asshole? So, like, when we're talking about, like, 4 feet of sandwich is just... I do have to ask, by the way, librarian, and I'm not trying to diminish your accomplishment here. We do, in order for us to have a normalized base, I need to know what kind of sandwiches they are. And were all 3 the same kind of sandwich? Okay, you got 3 different sandwiches, that's good, because it almost looks like you're getting it for 3 different people. They didn't have to know the truth. Italian BMT, turkey and chicken, all veggies included. That's pretty reasonable. I would say those are 3 pretty normal sandwiches. BMT might even be that might be a premium one. But I'll tell you, all veggies is a little crazy too. We don't need to go down that road. Like lettuce and spinach, the rabbits called, they want some of their leaves back. But at least it's a very easy, it's an easy place to start from. Very interesting. You gotta go. You know what? I'm going crazy on this one. You're getting no. Take more buffs. What sauces? I would say that if you are doing the challenge for yourself, which you shouldn't, you can get whatever sauces you like. The sauces have got to be such an infinitesimal, at least by weight, they have to be an infinitesimal part of the whole operation. By calories, maybe not, but... Yeah, I agree. You need some kind of lubrication. I mean, even Miyazaki's dipping it. Not Miyazaki, Kobayashi. Even Kobayashi's dipping his hot dog buns in the water, right? Except he got banned from all competitive eating tournaments or something. I don't know. I don't really follow the competitive eating news lately. You know what's an interesting idea? Something like that. Oh, baby. It's like I was made for this. Miyazaki at the Nathan's hot dog eating contest would go insane. I love when insane people, or people who make insane media, look so normal. Junji Ito just looking like a completely normal individual. Miyazaki looking like a bank teller. Who's that like Japanese rock artist who looks like Dracula? You know who I'm talking about. Someone's going to put... Gacked. Thank you. Yes. Gacked is an insane guy making insane media. And by insane media, I mean Kiss-style demon glam rock. But it's way more interesting to me when, like, Ari Aster makes Midsummer, which is, like, spewed forth from a spout of nightmare. And then he's just literally looks like a dude that you would see, like, at a microbrewery. That's, like, getting a flight of gosés. Like, he doesn't look like Gene Simmons at all. Gene Simmons putting on the damn makeup. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Ari Aster, after leaving the Lens Crafters with the frames he got in 1 hour or less or his money back, writing some shit that'll haunt your nightmares for like 45 years from the point of conception. It's crazy. Anyway, he's probably a cool guy. You would think I was a cool guy. What am I doing here? Am I still playing SAP? Am I awake right now? Why is it dark? It's 11:39 a.m. Why is it dark outside? What are we doing here? It's 7 weeks till Christmas and I got a damn spruce tree up in the background. What's going on? You're cooked, right? 2-4, it's not bad. You're doing some work. Maybe you're gone. Maybe you're gone. Maybe you're gone. Maybe you're sticking. Maybe you're gone for a better scaler at some point. Oh yeah, we're back. Tier 5s exist. Dry land is not a myth. I've seen it. Ooh. Has to be done, brother. Has to be. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. Damn, that's a strong team. It wasn't true. We take these. And this is great because now we can just let it ride. We know what we're looking for. How about a tier 1? Wait. 5? 5? 5, 2, 4, 4? We snooze. Come on, give me a chocolate, you piece of garbage. You piece of shit. You motherfucker, you. Broncos country, let's ride. So true. The haters wrote me off. I didn't write them back. We're still in this. Thank you. That was of the utmost importance. Now, a way to level up my turtle twice would go crazy. Is it actually dark out there? We don't have to do this. We don't want to get into this. Is everything you say truthful as the crow flies? You know, you start asking too many questions. You get kind of Hassan Minaj'd out here. Like, it's not dark. Like, it's not like I wouldn't need a flashlight to go outside. But I would certainly say it's darker outside than I would like it to be, considering it's supposed to be basically the brightest time of day. We lost, by the way. Thanks to your question. Ooh! Talkative husband? Any 10 pieces today? Yeah, for your information, we did get a 10 piece today. 1. We got a 9 piece as well, and then like 2 8 pieces. It's not been a banner weekly. I would not trying to suggest that. I'm just saying we did get a 10 piece. You have a wind warning. 70 to 90 mile an hour gusts. Pokemon Go will be like, I sleep. Then tomorrow, when it's partly cloudy, are you safe? You're experiencing a rare weather event. Please tap this button. I am safe. You know what? Maybe there's something to this Jerboa. Maybe there's something to it. Maybe not, but maybe. You're going too fast. Also, that is another Pokemon Go classic. I still have some... I know it's a very common topic for discussion, so I apologize. I still get pissed off. I haven't played Pokemon Go in like a month. Ever since we left for vacation, I got out of the habit. Happens every time. Whatever. It's not that important. Either way, I get annoyed that because some kids walked off the damn seawall trying to catch a Gyarados in 2016, every time I load up the game, I have to like watch a warning that's like, please don't drive while playing Pokemon Go. And I'm like, duh. Like, A, I'm smarter than that, but B, like, if I was dumb enough to do that, you think my ass would look at the warning and be like, oh, I never thought about it that way? Kind of people who are going to do that are going to, like, they won't even be, they'll be drinking Coke Zero, one hand on the steering wheel with veins popping out, the phone in their other hand, huffing an Elf bar at the same time, tapping the button. Come on, come on, come on! I got to do 44 more raids to get my Master Ball before tomorrow. Okay, we're going Super Apple. Catch Me Outside, how about that? Classic. She did say that, though, people. She did say that. Skibbity son or Ohio daughter? It's a great question. Today's modern Louisiana woman, Mississippi man. A fable for our times. Work with me? Thank you. 7 fucking rolls, bro. Today's Tom Sawyer, he goes down on you. He does. He does. They do say that, don't they? No, they don't. Today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you. He does not go down on you. Does he? Almost had him. I gotta be honest, I've probably heard that song. Keep in mind I live in Canada and I like Rush. I've probably heard that song 3,000 times. And I could not tell you anything about what the fuck it could possibly be about at all. I don't know. I have no meaning associated with the song whatsoever. It just sounds fucking sick. There was a couple extra notes in there, but you get the idea. What is he talking about, man? I know his mind is not for rent to any god or government. He's always hopeful yet discontent, and he knows that changes aren't permanent, but changes. But, like, who the fuck is he, man? What are we talking about here, Getty? Moose has only steered me wrong. Jerboa, please. Lyrics on the other monitor? Bro, I've told you I've heard the song 3,000 times. You know how many NHL hockey games I've been to? Not to mention, 2,500 hours of Rock Band, Rock Band 2, Rock Band 3, Rock Band Beatles in university. Come on. They play it at hockey games all the time, man. They play a lot of shitty music, and then they also play Tom Sawyer by Rush. I'm ruining my life. How about some apples? There's no way this squad gets anything done right here. I'm not getting rid of a damn turtle. That's just not happening. Just let me live for this one, and then we pop off next time. Oh, fuck. So it's like hockey's version of Zombie Nation. Listen, motherfucker, they play Zombie Nation at Bruins games. You don't even know what arena you waded into here, okay? You're like you don't know you're going up against Marcus Aurelius in the damn arena. I mean Maximus Meridius or whatever. Listen, I haven't seen the movie in 10 fucking years, okay? Everyone just chill out. Jerboa? Give it to me straight, Doc. Am I cooked? Yep. I should have just stuck with the strawberry build, man. We got 10 minutes. I'm going strawberry build. What do you think YYZ is about? Just 3 dudes jamming out. It's named after an airport. This shit is not about an airport. Weirdly enough, Brian Airport's Music for Airports, track 1 is about an airport. In your mind's eye, when you listen to it, you can see big glass windows, planes taxiing into the jetway. Sorry, Brian Eno, not Brian Airport. Lying in bed, just like Brian Airport did. Well, that's another band that gets played all the time up here that you might think only has one hit song. Yeah, they only have one hit song. In America. In Canada, they got like 7 hit songs. We need a strawberry at some point. Name 3 of them. Okay. The Old Apartment, If I Had $1 Million, and Obama's Wife. Enid Goes Hard. America's cells aren't ready for that discussion yet. Bare Naked Ladies in Canada, it's kind of like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones in America. I could work overtime. I could work in a mine. I could do it all for you, but I don't want to. That's a classic joint right there. Songs to take the GO train to. It's a little Dr. Seuss coded, I suppose. Well, we're just like really bad this week. We do not have it all figured out. Get your ass out of here. What are you doing here? I thought I told you to get your ass out of here. Mo Sislak throwing Barney out of the bar and then Barney appears behind him. Yeah, that just end your turn with 2 gold remaining for no reason. He's cooked, man. I'm ready for comedy. I'm bringing comedy back. No rank this week? Brother, you see me getting my shit rocked in arena? Like, of course they're not going to play rank this week. It's like, hey, you're sick. You ever consider, like, consuming cyanide? I got enough problems. This is the way. Doesn't feel like the way, but imagine. I'm not selling my best unit. It's not going to happen. Instead, I'll take 2 baboons that don't do anything. Freeze an apple. You got to get an owl out there next turn, brother. They buff each other! We win these. I can't believe it. I'm selling my best unit. It do be like that sometimes. Nah, man. I wouldn't be caught dead doing that. I got 1 gold remaining. It's so losable. Okay. But this is where it all comes together. Get your ass to Mars. Fish probably doesn't have to be here anymore. But we need to get some dubs as well. Can't afford to sell our best unit. We need a level 2 Jerboa, man. Oh, hello! Nice to see you! Has it been long enough for a Gangnam Style dance to be endearing? I'll come right out and say it. I just think Gangnam Style is a fun song. There's way more regrettable songs from the 2010s than Gangnam Style. Like, it kicks the shit out of Who Let the Dogs Out, let me tell you that. I should have let you get to level 2 first. You distracted me with this. I gotta make a side reference now. You distracted me. There's haters everywhere, dude. You like Who Let the Dogs Out? Really? I mean, that's just an insane take for like an adult to have, in my opinion. Did you see Snow Dogs in theaters or something? The What Does the Fox Say is substantially worse, without a doubt, than Gangnam Style. The only good thing about What Does the Fox Say is that when it was popping off, I remember Mouth saying, what's crazy is that like everyone comes up to me and asks, what does the fox say? Because my name is Fox, and nobody asks me how I'm doing. Like, oh, you out of triggers? It makes me laugh every time I think about it. People, they got their priorities messed up, man. Holy cow, we're so back. You weren't a Hey Soul Sister fan? No, I definitely hate that. Hate Soul Sister. Would rather hear Mr. Mister on the radio. Is my 2 cents. Just don't think Train has ever produced a song worth listening to. But I'm willing to hear other people's opinions on that one. Please, we lived. Real Canadian Superstore ass song? Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Best one-hit wonder? Well, here's the thing. Is DL Guiga here? Because if he's not here, I gotta say how bizarre. It's probably not the best one-hit wonder, but it is the one that immediately springs to mind. Well, it's unfortunate. I don't believe it. Return of the Mac? Yeah, it's a great song. That's true. When that song come, when that song come on at the club, everybody get up on the dance floor, I imagine. I don't know. Just a guess. You get what you give by the New Radicals? That's a good one. I wouldn't disagree with that. Turned down for what? Turned down for what? That's not a one-hit wonder, right? They're like 8 platinum artists on that song. It's like Lil Jon featuring LMFAO, featuring B.O.B., featuring Rick Ross, featuring Barbara Streisand. Like, that's a... No! Alright, well, slash marker me. That's sap. You've unlocked Capybara. Check your zoology there.